Hey everyone, welcome to the video. Today I want to share with you 4 daily habits to reduce stress and anxiety. These are super easy, implement them daily. They're not a high barrier to entry, there's nothing complicated here. It's all easy and applicable advice. Make sure to subscribe and let's get right into it. So the first tip I have for you is super important, super valuable. We've not been able to do as much of it over the past 2 years, but it's an amazing way of reducing stress, improving your mental health, and everything else that goes along with that. And it's really simple. Just like what I have behind me, it's going out in nature, it's being outside, it's interacting with plants, with nature, with birds, with whatever. The point is, you should be going outside, socializing, exercising, even if it's just a little walk in nature. Going outside and being in nature is an amazing way to boost your energy levels. It's so valuable, from fresh air to socializing with people to being outside and getting that proper sunlight on your skin. There's so many benefits to being outside, but it's also really good for your mental health and for any stress and anxiety you could be feeling. A meta-analysis from 2021 by the University of York showed that outdoor activities were effective in combating mental health, illnesses and issues with people that had pre-existing conditions. It's also been shown to work as a great preventative measure and keep your mental state in a state of balance. So as I said, it works well with people with pre-existing issues and as a preventative measure. They found that the right sort of dosage of time, if you will, was only 20 to 90 minutes. I'm sure you could find 20 minutes in your day, whether it's walking your dog, being out in nature, sitting in the back garden for 20 minutes, it doesn't matter what it is, but they showed in this study that it was effective for combating mental health issues and challenges with only 20 to 90 minutes of it a day. Awesome. So go outside, go into the sunshine and enjoy some nature. Tip number 2. Sorry, I was busy doing tip number 2. Tip number 2 is meditation. From my personal experience, one of the most valuable things a regular meditation practice can give you is the ability to realize that you are not your thoughts. Your thoughts can be a completely separate part to how you identify with yourself. If you can detach yourself from your thoughts to some degree and realize that just because you're having a thing doesn't mean you need to identify with it. One of my favourite analogies when I got into meditation was the idea that you could be sitting at a river, and if you imagine the river is like consciousness itself, it's your train of thought, okay? And if they were like sticks or leaves, twigs going down a river, you just let them pass. You don't need to follow them and see how far they go and what sort of rabbit hole they take you down. You can just let them pass. Meditation is super easy to get into. You can look at some tips I have on meditation just here, or since you're here on YouTube, look up a little guided meditation. Really easy. Personally, an app that I like to use is Insight Timer, which I think is really great for these kind of things. Insight Timer is an awesome app. You can use it just as a timer. It's got thousands of guided meditations, so be sure to check that one out and get going on this second tip. Take action on these. You could do every single one of these things today. Just take action and use that forward momentum to keep on going. So there you have it. A really simple, really easy tip number 2, meditation. If you guys are enjoying the video and you haven't already, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and be sure to ring the bell so that you never miss a single video that I post. Alright, let's get into tip number 3. Tip number 3 is regular exercise. Seriously, it is so important for my own mental health to get regular exercise. It's massively important in just balancing yourself out. It gives you an opportunity to work through adversity. It builds your body in a positive way. It'll help you develop confidence and a more positive relationship with yourself, with your own body. I've heard this said before and I think it's awesome and so true. A physique, muscle, regardless of steroids, SARMs, any of that garbage, right? Regardless of any of that, you can't really put a price on muscle and a good body. No one can buy it. There's no shortcut. There's no cheat codes. Everybody knows that if you have a physique, if you have a decent body, if you have built and developed muscle, if you've lost a lot of weight, regardless of what it is, everyone knows the only way to get it is through hard work, is through hours in the gym, is through blood, sweat and tears. And it's so powerful like that. I find that whenever I've slipped out of training on a regular basis, my mental health can suffer, don't feel as motivated, don't feel as energized. Anyway, a 2020 study found positive mental health benefits from regular exercise across a wide range of mental disorders, which goes to show that exercising regularly can work to help a massive range of problems that you might be having, from stress, anxiety, depression, and all sorts of other issues you could be facing. So, do your best to exercise as best you can. It doesn't always have to be like weightlifting and like pushing hard in the gym. It can be yoga, it can be a walk, it can be tennis, a hobby, skating if you're someone like me. My point is, it doesn't always have to be some grueling gym session. And as powerful and as beneficial as resistance training is, getting your body moving is what's most important for the sake of this video. So go there, play a game of tennis, do some yoga, do some Tai Chi, hit the gym, martial arts, whatever you like. The point is, get exercising. Alright, now for our last tip. Alright, tip number 4. This could cause a bit of controversy. The internet can be a controversial place when it comes to this topic specifically. But tip number 4 is a good diet. I know, you heard me, you're probably eating your Oreos watching this video going, oh no, you caught me. It's okay, we can work on that. My point is, a good, balanced, whole food diet is massively beneficial towards your mental health. This isn't talked about enough, in my opinion. We can be quick to medicate issues and cover up symptoms without getting to a root cause. In a holistic view, we should be looking after our mind, body and spirit, and each one of these things affects the other. So if you're feeding yourself with basically okay, it'll be no surprise that your brain becomes kind of as well. So make sure you're having a good diet. My opinion of a good diet to get you started is cutting out processed foods, focusing as much as you possibly can on a good, well-balanced whole food diet, plenty of leafy greens, good amounts of protein, not being too scared of fatty foods or fatty cuts of meat, and make sure that you're just eating as much whole foods as possible. Don't eat a bunch of processed rubbish because it is really going to affect you, not just physically, it will affect you psychologically. As I say, a whole food diet is definitely the easiest place to start. When I eat better, when I eat a better diet, I find that my mentality becomes more clear. I have a greater sense of energy, a greater mentality, greater mental sharpness. I notice these differences so much when I eat clean, and I honestly challenge you. Eat clean for a week and see the differences in everything, from how you feel physically to how you feel mentally. And never forget that the two are very closely related and they do affect one another. A 2019 study found a link between an inflammatory diet and depression. Thus, adopting an anti-inflammatory diet, which I kinda just hinted at, will reduce risks of depression, is an effective way of managing the symptoms, and as I say, can work as a preventative measure in being depressed or having depression. If you want that anti-inflammatory diet, make sure to stick to whole foods, cut out as much processed sugar and added sugar as you possibly can. Limit things you could have a food intolerance to, from gluten to wheat to anything like that. And just make sure that you cut down on these inflammatory foods. And a really simple and easy way to do that is to just eat a good quality whole food diet and cut out processed meats, refined carbohydrates, and just keep it as whole food as possible. Alright, there are the 4 tips. These are extremely powerful. They're quite easy to implement. As I say, these are 4 daily habits, little habits that you can keep on improving, and they will have a massive effect on your mental health and your mental state in general. They'll help manage symptoms of stress and anxiety. They will work as a preventative measure to stop stress and anxiety from popping up so fast or from popping up at all. So honestly, I tried to make these super applicable, really quite easy for you to get into. I'm not asking anything too crazy of you, and I know you want to help yourself out, so at least implement one of these tips. Let me know in the comments which tip you're going to be implementing, which tip you found the most helpful. Once again, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss when I upload a video like this or videos in the future. Alright everyone, you've got this. I know you're going to crush it. You're going to be implementing these techniques and you're going to be feeling confident, happy that you made these changes in your life. Alright everyone, peace, have a great day. I'll catch you in the next one.